All right, I'm gonna go over one of my favorite abdominal exercises. It's actually gonna train the hips and the abs. It's a sit-up variation. We do a lot of stuff in here. You know, the abdominals and hips are gonna be a weak point in a lot of athletes and a lot of people in general. So this exercise is gonna kind of knock out two birds with one stone for us. So we like to use it a lot. It's pretty difficult, so it's not necessarily something for beginners. Maybe intermediate to an advanced person. You could start off with no weight, and we could always add a load to it with med balls, kettlebell, barbell, dumbbell. So I'll demonstrate it with no weight, then I'll demonstrate it with the dumbbell coming up. But what I wanted to say is a lot of people train their abs and they do basic planking or they do crunches. They all have, everything has its place and its time, right? Everything's a tool in a tool bag, in a toolbox that you should be able to use at different times, at different given times for different people and different reasons. So after, you know, a plank is a great place to start, but after a while, people that are more advanced and they're pretty strong, it gets too easy and don't really get much out of a plank. You can make the planks harder by doing one leg, one arm, that type of thing, adding resistance. But again, after a while, it's not going to get much bang for your buck. So at some point, the whole rectus abdominis, your whole like six-pack area is going to need to be strengthened. Okay. Yes, your inner abdominals need to be strengthened with stability exercises, and we always have them in. We do them more in warm-ups, but when we do our heavy strength training, we always put some type of abdominal work in, whether it's going to be side bends, Russian barbell twists, some type of sit-up variation, leg raise variation, hanging leg raises, toes to the bar, weight it, you know, everything you could think of basically. We're going to add those in to strengthen our abdominals. So this is one of our favorites. Let me just get in here in the rack, make sure you can see. This is called a spread eagle sit-up. And I'll demonstrate it first without weight. But basically what you're going to do is lay down in the rack, and you're going to push your feet out into the rack. Now, that's the key here. So because if you don't push into the rack, you sit up, your feet are going to go all over the place. Okay, what we want to do is push out, stabilize, sit up. And as we come down, we're going to push out so we don't flop around coming down. Don't sit up and then let go of the tension and just lay down. Okay, so you're pushing out on the way up and on the way down. Now, this is going to activate the sides of your hips, your glute med, a lot in that area, even your hip flexors. Now, if you want to make it harder, I'm just going to take a dumbbell, hold it on my chest, push out. Same thing, push out. Now, make sure you keep the resistance. When you add resistance, the resistance has to stay up on your upper body. A lot of times people do resistance like this, and if you put it down here, you don't get any resistance out of it, right? It's just sitting on your lap. But that's it. Spread eagle sit-ups is one of our favorite abdominal exercises. It kind of knocks out two birds with one stone. We train the hips and we train the abs, right? This will have a nice carryover to squatting and deadlifting too, sprinting, all that stuff, because we're getting everything all in one there. A lot of athletes, if you notice, their knees cave in, they have weak hips and stuff. So this will kind of bang out the hips and strengthen the abs where a lot of people are really weak.